We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. And here we are with AVCT, American Virtual Cloud Technologies Inc. And the stock had an explosive move to the upside as we see it here. Full transition from the dip area into the rip area, going from the 120s to 180s. And today it was not the only stock going up higher. The overall market and the SPY went higher as well. And our SPY bot since 10 a.m. sent out a bull indicator. And from that moment forward, inflows picked up, crossed the midpoint with full strength. Full transition on 42 vision there as you see on the charts. And calls were up 200% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors using these resources to maximize in either direction by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts. So here we are with AVCT, and it's actually having an explosive move here. We're going to break it all down, what happened here, and a lot of people were actually concerned, could this stock stay above $1? And I broke down in my previous video that as long as it did and it found support, it could actually be a strength for the bulls, because this turned out to be an overreaction, and we're going to break that all down in today's video. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunities that were mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run of the day was spectacular and beyond expectations, and if you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market and receive this edge and clarity of the charts, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. And by joining, you'll get connected to the 42 vision indicators and become part of our growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run of the day was from our AMD bot. It sent out a bull indicator since 10 a.m. And from that moment forward, inflows picked up. Full transition on 42 vision as you see there in the chart. And as the inflows crossed the midpoint, full strength and stayed above. And call options went up 300% plus within an hour, guys. And as you see here popping up on the screen, this is one of the members in the chat sending out their home run opportunity with AMD. And there was others as well, as you see popping up. Tesla, Apple, all presented opportunities. And you can now gain access to this as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. So here we are with AVCT, American Virtual Cloud Technologies Inc. And on the date of the big pullback, I had stated that there could be speculation of a possible offering. It turned out to not even be that, and that was better news than we could have ever expected, right? And this turned out to be a huge overreaction. And the one thing that we caught live was the fact that it actually dropped down all the way to almost $1, and it was bouncing back up towards 120, 130s. In that video, we literally caught the drop live in action of what was going on. But most interesting enough, I always thought that as long as it stayed above $1 and it showed some strength and support, it could try to bounce from here and use this as its staircase for the setup for the next bull run. And here we are, right? So we need to break this all down today and what the charts are showing and what is the overreaction and how this turns out to be big news for the bulls, right? So we're going to break it all down in today's video, and we're going to look at the inflow versus outflow and the bull and bear indicators, which you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected to the SPY bot, our QQQ bot, our newly released Tesla bot, and we have many other bots on the way so that you can receive the clarity and edge that you deserve within the volatility of the markets. And you can join the members using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And we're going to pull up the inflow versus outflow, which you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description, which gives us an extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So AVCT stock here, American Virtual Cloud Technologies Inc., went from a dip area based off 42 vision to a rip area. Got a bull indicator, but the inflows still have not crossed on the 30-minute. This is crucial and super important, and we've broke it down many times here. And if it's your first time here in the channel, white with red borders is the dip area, as we call it. It's the transition of extreme weakness, and bright green is the rip area, as we like to call it, and that is extreme strength. And the bull and bear indicators are there as extra layers of confirmation. And this is the first bull indicator that pops up on the 30-minute since way back here on October 5th. since the last bear indicator up here at 253. So this is a critical bull indicator and crucial to the stock if things are going to start getting with strength to the upside, right? It's starting its first staircase effect if it could use these levels up here as support to continue to bounce up and go higher, but it's going to take a lot more than that, right? So let's talk about what happened with the overreaction here on the date of the 11th of October. So here on the website, you can see the 8K filing here, and it turns out that they were actually talking about their total revenue approximately is 4.6 million, representing approximately 13% year-over-year growth relative to the third quarter of last year in 2021, excluding the Computex business that they had, right? Which was actually when they sold, and that was acquired by another company in March 2022. So they were just talking about some of their growth and what they expect moving forward. It was kind of just an update to shareholders and about the company's standings and how it's growing, quote unquote, from last year to this year, almost stating that why is the stock where it's at, right? And it has potential, or at least they were trying to give some value to the shareholders and also just filing this great news for the company, right? It's growing year over year. Now, it does not mean that it's become profitable or that this stock is supposed to fly all the way to the moon, but it is a nice thing to see that there is some growth and some value building up into this company. Now, this turned out to be an overreaction, and if you look at it for the perspective of a stock being on sale, well, when it dropped to $1 and even consolidated here as of right now, $1 to $1.20, and the 52-week lows that we've seen, well, it was all on sale because we're back up here to 150 to 172. Now, not guaranteed to stay up here or even go higher. We can retest those lows or even hit newer lows eventually, but right now it's not looking like that's the direction this stock is going to take anytime soon, because this overreaction right here, everyone thought there was an offering or something worse. Turns out they were talking about the growth of the company, and it turned out to be, again, an overreaction. Now, interesting enough, the overall market went higher on the SPY, as you saw earlier here, and I'm showing it to you guys here on the charts. The inflows picked up, and AVCT followed with strength after everyone found out, okay, this was an overreaction, no dilution. This was just an update on the company, and the company needs to stay above $1 for 10 days consecutively to go ahead and comply with the NASDAQ. And that was the whole goal of this reverse split. So keep that in mind. And the share count is less now. So squeezes could be much more faster, stronger if shorts get squeezed out of their positions. Not guaranteed, but that's another speculation as well. So here we are. Bull indicator on the 30-minute, on the 15-minute, bull indicator right after the bell. Inflows picked up here around the middle of the day, and it stayed above, and there's some outflows here. I'm going to be watching if this could stay above the midpoint. That's going to be crucial here on the 15-minute, and then we have the 30-minute. We want to see this actually start to pick up if the 15-minute continues to go higher, and if this bull indicator stays in play, right, stays dominating over the chart. We want these inflows to pick up on the 30-minute. It's going to be crucial for the strength of not just the 15-minute, not just the 30-minute, but also the 1 hour to stay above the midpoint and pull things up higher with it. Now, when we come back to the 30-minute, it's been very difficult for the 30-minute to break back above the midpoint. That will be crucial as well, because the last time we crossed it was back here when it was actually September 7th. And once it stayed above it and pulled away from the midpoint, this stock went from 248 all the way up to 594, which was nearly 100% return in a matter of just days. So once that crosses, there could be some strength reflecting into this chart as well. And this bull indicator is going to be super important if it does not get canceled by a bear indicator anytime soon to start forming that staircase effect to the upside. So let's talk about supports and resistance. So the first support is 160. We want to stay above that. If we break above to the upside, we have several resistance levels, but if 160 gets broken through, the next support is down here at 130, and to the upside, We want to break above the high here of 190, and above 190 is $2, guys. Those are the key levels right now to the upside and to the downside. And here in the post market, it's trying to bring itself back up. And if you zoom in here on the 5-minute, trying to get that bull indicator, outflows are dominating. It's going to be important if it could go ahead and cross back up. I'll be watching that. Same thing on the 15-minute. Stay above the midpoint here, go higher. And then same thing for the 30-minute, if it could get closer to the midpoint or even cross it, guys, because we are below the midpoint here in the bigger picture. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.